Hey guys, it's GCP De Silva here playing some kill confirmed on the map Slums here in the ghetto. That guy gets long shotted, even though I didn't get the medal for it. Treyarch, come on, are you serious? I know in my heart I got a long shot. But I'm using this Peacekeeper here, and initially I will say I really didn't like this gun as much. I wasn't a fan, but now I'm starting to use it more and more, especially with the attachments of the fast mags and suppressor. I find that this gun is more manageable. And by manageable, I mean this gun naked or with any other attachment did have a bit of a recoil to it. But if you put this suppressor on it, not only are you kept off the radar, but your recoil goes down, your shots are a lot more accurate, and you're just able to kill people a lot better, more people. And it's just fun. It's a fun gun to use because, as you guys know, it's a hybrid of an assault rifle and an SMG put together. This guy camps and head glitches. Why do people do that? Sorry about that. I had to rage about that. But I don't know if you guys find this gun to be enjoyable. What are your initial thoughts about it? But I find it to be quite an advantage to use, especially on a long range map, because not only does it have that mobility of an SMG, but it also has that long range capability of an assault rifle. So it's a crazy good hybrid gun. Although I will say it's not the best one, I would still recommend the PDW or the MSMC as a stronger SMG. Only because the PDW can kill people pretty fast, but it also has the most amount of ammo or ammunition. It has the longest clip size. And the MSMC is, I think, the most powerful SMG. This gun overall is very versatile and works in all situations, in every environment you get into. So, you know, all these SMGs have their advantages and disadvantages to them. So, just whatever you decide works well with your play style, I would choose that one. Even though SMGs are typically for people who rush and, you know, want to flank people in a way, I would still recommend you guys to use whatever fits your play style the best. This is my second VSAT, I believe, or I don't even know. I lost count, but I got a lot of VSATs. I think 2 the most. And it's a lot of fun to use the VSATs here, you guys. If you don't already play with the VSAT, if you think you're not good enough to use the VSAT, just a simple UAV is fine. It's going to help you guys out, your teammates especially, know the positions of the enemies, and you're going to be able to do well in the KD section of the game. So, I mean, a lot of people constantly want to get these high kill streaks. They want to get the dogs. They want to get swarm and whatnot. But if you don't have any support on your team, if you don't know where the enemy is, it's going to be that much more difficult to get gameplay. This guy gets slapped right here. Woohoo! That is nasty little jump shot I did right there. But if you don't know where the enemies are on your team or in the game, then it's not going to be a good game. If you have a team that runs support, constantly exposing the enemy's whereabouts, you're going to have a great game, you're going to have a great KD, and you're going to be able to be more likely to get those higher kill streaks that everybody wants, like the VTOL warship, the dogs, the swarm, whatever it is you want to attain. So I highly recommend someone to put on, at least in one of their score streaks, one of the 3, to put on some support. Even if it's a simple UAV, it helps out a lot. And yeah, this was a great game. I get 44 kills and it's all over the place. I love these games. I love when the lobby doesn't have that many head glitchers. There were an exception of 1 or 2 that head glitched, and this guy was another camper. But the majority of the people in this lobby, the enemies that I came across, were all running around. And I love that. I love when enemies just run around and aren't held up in one spot. That way I'm able to kill them, because 90% of the time I win my gunfights, assuming that I'm not involved with too many of them at one time, and I'm able to, you know, I think I could take on 2 people at a time, but when it comes to 3 or 4, when all their boyfriends come swarming together to help and become their cheerleaders, I tend to fail in that situation or that scenario. But this is a fantastic game, and when this game plays well, it plays well, and it's so much fun. And especially when your teammates are good as well, because if you're the only one who's good on your team and your teammates are doing terrible, then the majority of the time the enemies are gonna have these score streaks that are gonna really hinder you from doing well in the game. But that was the final kill right here. This is the kill cam. This guy gets He was actually supposed to get grenaded, but he moved, and this guy came in between and gets hip fired for the win. And yeah, that was the game. Winning kill, that's the game, and I will see you guys later. This is OGCP Da Silva, and I'm signing off.